Come on back.
Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at www.justintimeaccessories. Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out. Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at
Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, can't get in your car, call Legacy, serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, Social Security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant.
And you over here thinking you important because you got some money, but your whole family broke. You ain't winning. No, you a big loser. You just don't even realize it yet. You're going to be broke again. This is why I'm praying that God bless my team. Because if God give you some money, but don't nobody in your circle come up with you, they going to end up draining you so much that you're going to lose what God gave you. See, your prayer shouldn't be, Lord, help me win. It should be, Lord, put me in a position where I can help. 10 of y'all ought to just tag every person you want to win right there. You ought to just tag him and shout, with or without your permission, you winning this year. I'm finna go so hard for what God showed me that you're gonna be able to get wins off my overflow. I want to prophesy you closing deals so big this year, you're gonna have to hire the people who used to help you for free. I want to decree and declare that the person listening to me right now, this is going to be your biggest financial year, spiritual year, emotional year, your biggest professional year, your family, your children, your mama them, your cousin, your friend, your fake friend who come and go, gonna come back because your heart gonna be healed and everything attached to you is about to win.
Good evening. Sorry about that. We're having technical difficulties first thing. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. How y'all doing? Let me turn the cell phone off. Hold on. All right. Listen. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing to subscribe. It's absolutely free to subscribe. And statistics shows that about 80 to 90% of our viewership are watching but not yet subscribed. So what you scared of? It's free. It costs you nothing. So stop shacking up and go ahead and subscribe. We'll wait. And while you're waiting, go ahead and click that like button, which is that thumbs up. It lets us know that you enjoy what we're doing over here and you're a worthy participant. And by doing that, it lets YouTube know to share our material with other people with similar interests. And of course, you can always comment below. And when you comment, we will show your comments on the screen and respond live accordingly. You know what I'm saying? And they say sharing is caring. So go ahead and click that share button to share this on your social media so that all of your friends and family can come over and see what all the craziness is all about. And they too can join the family. I'm yours truly, Mr. Anthony Brown, the proud owner of the Anthony Brown Show. This segment that we call the ATL Family and Friends Show. And of course, I said my family and my friends, I had to call on them. Hoo-dee-hoo! I can't do this by myself. So I had to call on none other than the very light, bright, the gorgeous, the very beautiful, none other than Tyson's mama, Tiama Sweetness.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing?
Tired.
Okay. Is that tied with lavender or tied with bleach?
Shit, I'm gonna go with the lavender.
Okay. Yes. So I understand. Yeah. Jose texted me back and said he may not come on the show tonight because he too is very tired. He had quite a busy and long, stressful day. And I know how he feels because my day started earlier than it normally starts. My Google says that I open at 10. Well, yeah, my day started actually like 8:30. So I too am very busy and tired as well. But yet I showed up. You know
That's that time change.
Yes, and the time did change. Yes, it did. Yes. And of course, none other than I'm also joined tonight by none other than my very little my little but big brother. Y'all call that my little big brother. Mouth so loud, fist to back it up. Ladies love him, girls adore him. None other than Legacy the Great.
ATL in this hole.
Continue to pray for him, Father God, in the name of Jesus. Amen. Whew, one day that prayer gonna reach beyond the ceiling and it's gonna take force. How you doing, Legacy?
He said, "Come as you are."
Yes, and then he said, "Let the Holy Spirit clean you up." And he said, "Come as you are." Stay.
The Holy Spirit still washing me.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They underwater talking about something. The royal penis is clean. See, them the wrong ones washing you.
Bye.
Coming to America? The royal penis is clean. Get from under that water, girl.
Re-clean it.
Just nasty. Nasty. Also, we're joined with none other than I don't know. I had a taste for something sweet, and I was looking for some cake, and I was looking for some, big cake. I'm a big nigga, so I need some big cake, some voluptuous cakes, some juicy, moist, and Duncan Hines didn't have them, Sarah Lee didn't have them, Betty Crocker didn't have them. I didn't know what to do. But then I met Miss Juicy Cakes. And I was like, God damn. So welcome to the show, Miss Juicy Cakes.
Her new name is Juicy in the Cake.
Okay, because Juicy driving crazy.
How y'all doing?
Good. Tiama, before we dive in here, I got all my nephew pictures today, right?
Yes.
So what school we supposed to be going to?
We're not gonna get that to the community.
Okay.
But He's in the big boy class. He's not in his class group because, baby, he know too damn much.
Okay. Okay.
They was like they can't keep him with his age group because he's get totally bored and he want to call everybody in that big baby.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he gonna guide and help you along the way. But he's in a big boy school. He's with big kids.
Okay.
It's a conspiracy. He's gonna take over.
Eh, Baby, honey, he do what he do, Chad.
He just get it from his mama.
Now I don't think I had the brains like that, because honey, I would have finished school way quicker. Way
You
quicker.
just was you know that a mixture of him and you, him and his father
Mhm.
and you. It probably formed into what it supposed to formed into the best version of you.
Child, it formed into it, boy. But that big ass head got a brain in there, boy. That's all I know.
I
With a
can't
suit
wait for
moving
it.
like
I
that,
can't wait for him to put that helmet on.
Oh Lord.
I gotta send you a video of this man skating with a helmet on for real. He got his skates the other day, and he has been jumping on them things like he jumped on it today. They challenged the hell out of him today. He just woke up. So I'm like, oh yeah, we finna go to a park. We finna do something because you going back to bed, my youth.
Mm.
That ain't right.
Cakey cake, what's good, baby?
I said to Tama that ain't right. Don't nobody need to go back to bed. We already up. We ready.
She wasn't supposed to let him went to sleep.
I had to go to sleep. What do you mean? I was burnt out.
Mm-mm-mm. I be
Okay.
This time change ain't no joke.
the killer be up all night, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you gotta lay down.
Let me tell you how. I'm gonna tell you how I used to do it. I had to tell my boy, listen, I ain't telling you to go to sleep. The very first time I get up and say, "Hey, get up for school," and I don't hear that movement, I'm gonna glide into the room, pull the covers back, and I'm gonna hit that ass so hard with that leather strap
Mm.
that you ain't gonna need no coffee to warm up in the middle of winter.
See,
Boy,
right
what
then
happened
there,
once?
don't nobody need no sleep. Turn down for what?
Listen, just do it. Hey, and they better not call me at school talking about it. One time didn't get up on time. One time at school, and everybody started going to sleep at 9:30.
He said the leather strop.
Yeah, cause I whoop at school. I whoop at the schoolhouse. I ain't no let me bring you home and whoop. That's where you was dealing with it. That's where I got to get you at. Cause I want your friends to know you get your ass tore up.
Yes, on a regular.
Yeah.
Tyson will give you a deep look like, nigga, who is you playing with? Yeah. That boy don't believe in going to sleep. He try to ride out to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. He be ready. T Savage be like, what he need to do is take his little ass to bed.
Okay.
Let this be time when I'm over there getting my hair and I get there at 10 and I'm getting ready to leave. It's 1, 12:45. Tyson is in the room bringing all the toys. I don't know why he think I play with toys.
Because y'all the same size.
Oh
He can tell me, don't he go get them all? Bring them right out there to me. I had to save him about a week ago. Tyson, go put him back because he gonna whoop you.
He think
He's
he's
still
little bit.
he's still going in there to get him.
He ain't heard nothing you said.
To tell you I'm gonna start moving.
That boy was sitting next to me, but he tried me when we went to school. That man
Mommy,
say, I'm thinking, okay, he will be intimidated by these bigger kids and stuff. That man looked me dead in my face. Love you. Bye.
Oh,
Whoa. 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 What are those?
okay.
Let's get it started, Tony, before you start acting up.
We lost Miss Tiama.
She coming back. She probably doing something with Tyson.
Let me see some. I think that's her. Hold on. Yes, she is.
Y'all almost caught all my raggediness.
I saw that.
Child, just
I was
bun
like,
on the top of the head looking wild.
okay. Listen, Lexus sent me this video. It's entitled "Mother Killing Him." Rest in peace. It's a young man that got a phone call from his mom. And he disrespected his mom, thinking he was on mute, but she heard it. She heard what he said. So this might have been the last conversation he ever said before he passed away. But I'm gonna share it with y'all. You know, y'all let me know in the comments if y'all know of him and if he's still alive. Rest in peace.
My mama called me last night, and she said, asked me what I was doing. I told her, minding my damn business. I thought the phone was on mute. She been beating on my door since 2 a.m. this morning. Just letting somebody know. I can't even go to work. Y'all just pray my strength in the Lord. It won't be long now.
Now he know him supposed to talk back to a black mother like that.
my phone went out and he started, I guess, what he said. I did not say it to her.
So
The crazy part was he said he did this round by like early at night. He was minding his damn business. He said his mama been beating on the door since 2:00 in the morning.
That's the part that I came back in on.
Then he said he can't even go to work. So it's time for him to go to work, and he can't even go outside. This lady been outside 5 hours, and the door about to give in.
Yes.
But what did he say?
He was minding his damn business.
I sent the videos last week to the group chat. You see the videos?
Oh Lord. I told y'all. So what happened, right? I got this iPhone like in 2020 or 2021. And I had never since then. And so it does not let it anything but talk, y'all.
So that phone don't even sell parts for that phone no more.
It doesn't. Listen, I tried to update one of the apps. It said I couldn't even update the app.
Well, you might need to outdate. You might need to get rid of the phone.
If I get rid of the phone, y'all, I'm not getting another one. It was this or a flip, and they brought me this one.
You know, Juicy don't want those higher prices.
I don't
Juicy
either.
ain't gonna do it.
No.
I didn't even get my iPhone. I didn't pay. Listen, the new iPhone that come out, which Tam will probably be getting,
Already got it.
See what I'm talking about? What was the price of that phone?
The iPhone 15 Pro Max, 1800.
Somebody could have bought a used car with that shit.
Yes.
Shit, they could use. I ain't got no used car over here, so I don't know how to help them.
Somebody could have took 1800 and went and got a car,
And drove off the lot.
and you riding there putting it to your ear.
All I hear is chirp, 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 chirp.
Matter of fact, you could have bought 3 scooters brand new from Amazon.
He said, not even a minute. He said, put your feet up and relax and scoot on.
Dude, and listen. That's a good Tony around here. There's a lot of them because everything is so close, except for when you like got to go to work. But everything is in close proximity. You could either walk, or a scooter would be great, or a bicycle that got a little motor on it would be great because it's AT. Listen. Still to this day, I've never paid more than $150 for a phone.
I think the most I ever paid was probably $200.
Listen, that's why I hover the phone. I protect it. I don't let it do all that dropping.
That ain't why you protect that phone, nigga.
I just make sure no damage or harm comes to the phone because I don't have a problem with a droid. So if I have to lose the iPhone, I'm okay because the droid still rings. I don't know what to do with an $1,800 phone.
I wouldn't know how to use an $1,800 phone.
I don't know.
Now, see, I will say I think I have the 14 and the 13, so I'm not too prehistoric. But the thing about it is once I got them, I didn't want the update then because at that time they were talking about COVID tracking and all this other stuff. And I'm like, man, please. Y'all not coming for me. So
that Juicy say that right there, Tony, it made me think about this clip. I gotta go back and find it so we can show it on the show. This group of people, they show people that they have chips in them. And these people have never had one dude had a surgery, and everybody else never had surgery before. But everybody had been vaccinated since the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, all the way up. Till we get to where we don't have to be vaccinated no more. Everybody he brought in, he got a machine that scans the body. And when it gets to like a beeping side, when he say, you got a chip in you. So the people like, I ain't got no chip in me. He said, you got a chip in you. He take a suction thing and put it to where the spot where it was beeping at, and the chip already was in them. It sucks out. It actually sucks it out. It's a chip about this big, and it's in your body. And he was like, "Have you ever had surgery?" The man was like, "No, I've never had surgery before." He said, "Have you been vaccinated?" He was like, "Yeah, of course." He said they looked on the chip, and you can see the date of when the chip was actually created and the state it came from. That the chip was created. One man had a chip in him that had been in him since 1988.
Ain't even know.
The chips are so small that they can put them in the vaccine, and then once it gets into the body, it expands to about that big. Not too you wouldn't even notice, and it just come up out of your skin. And they've been tracking us long time ago. That's why you think it's mandated or they try to push that all kids have to have these shots.
Wow.
So when you hear people say, oh, they starting to implement the chip, it's been in you. It's been in you. From vaccination. One dude say he hadn't meant that he was vaccinated, but he said he had like a scar right here, and he had surgery on his shoulder. That's where the chip was at.
All of
So
the, those
say what?
all
Say what,
the
Kate?
all the foreigners that have that vaccine on their shoulder. If you look, anybody from an island, I don't want to say foreigners, from an island, on their shoulder, they got that little mark. That's their vaccination to come into this country. It's a chip.
Yep.
Interesting.
So it ain't no surprise, because they don't just create something next year and say, okay, we're gonna implement this. This is something America is like 10, 15 years ahead of when they give us something. So that's like with cell phones. When cell phones came out, we used to always look and see cell phones with the military. When they be out there in war, they always had cell phones. Then they made it to where regular people can have them. So while we moved on from the basic cell phones, they was already on the iPhone 10 years ahead of us. So they on to something else now that we don't know about in advancing. And so now that's why the iPhone 15, iPhone 14, all these iPhones look so advanced. But truthfully, our government is 10 years ahead of us with technology. That's like, I remember in the 80s, we were watching Speed Racer and all this type of junk. What were they doing in these cartoons? Looking and talking to each other on their phone, wasn't it?
Right.
I mean, on their watch.
Yep.
The Jetsons gave us that back in the 80s.
True.
You didn't see the Flintstones with it. The Flintstones were still talking on things, cups with cords running down the road. That's how back in the time where the Jetsons were the future.
Right.
Everything you saw the Jetsons, instant this, instant that. You saw the girl go, the hair dry thing drop down on her head. She come out, hair done. They tell us everything that they're doing before they do it. And they've already been working on it at least 10, 20 years before they give it to you.
Even with the flying cars and all that, the Jetsons was doing it.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
But listen, let me show you this real quick video as advice to modern women, and we'll get right into tonight's topic. Advice to modern women.
These new women, they don't cook, they don't clean, they don't do nothing. They just want to put their lashes on, get them lace fronts, look fly, do all of that stuff, but they know nothing about keeping a home. They know nothing about rearing children outside of dressing them up cute and putting them on Instagram dancing. Like, what do you know about being a mother? And it goes back to these independent women from the 80s and the 90s that did not teach their daughters how to be wives. We are the only culture that does not teach our daughters to be wives. We teach our daughters to be independent women. We teach them how to be boss chicks. We teach them how to be everything else but a wife and a mother.
And another thing that we teach them how to be a bad bitch.
Listen, Legacy has been saying this at least the last 3 years. Outside of the small radius and of women who hold on to those values, we talking about Big Mama them, that held on to those values of raising children. Black women are the only race on a large scale that teach just what that woman just said. that teaches that.
How to be
White women
independent.
don't teach their daughters. Get what? I had a coach one time tell me this. He said, "My daughter will be married by the time she leaves college." I said, "How you know your daughter will be married by the time she leaves college?" She said, "Tina Exotic, everyone is not meant to be the same." I don't even know how to reply to that.
We're not saying every woman has to be the same, but if you teach your child, male, female, that is all about coming together as a couple, as a husband and wife, as a team, you can get more accomplished with 2 paychecks, 2 mindsets, two adults in the household than one. Anywhere. If I'm making 50,000, you making 50,000, we in the same household, that's 100,000 in this house.
But listen, bro. But the crazy thing is, the black race of people have blinders on. This is how we see life. We can live right next door to the Hispanic family. We can live right next door to the white family. We can live right across next door to the Asian family. And when we look over to the right, left, and straight across, you got the Hispanic family got 5 males that live in the house, that get up and go to work, and all their money is coming into that house.
5 checks.
The women, you may have out of them 5 males, guess what? They got 5 women. 3 may stay home and tend to the children while the 5 go out to work. The other 2 women may go. Yeah, see, but those are values that are placed into the subconscious, because the same way, ma'am, that we are taught that we want the big house, the white fence, and the cars. Those are subliminal messages that have been pushed in your head of that's being the American dream. 2 kids and a dog. Those dreams have been pushed since forever into the subconsciousness of every human being, that this is what equate happy life. So the same way that can be pushed into your mental, that this is what you want, a big mama them or whoever raised you or anyone else, if a man teaches his son values of what it is to be a man, guess what? He's going to have innate feelings of what he wants to do and how a man goes about his business. The same way, if a woman takes the time and nurture her daughter and raise her daughter and show her how to go by, and on top of that, that mother shows her daughter by not having 3, 4, and 5, and 6 different boyfriends out of her lifetime, that living in her house, that having one man. Even if you decide that you don't even want a man in your house, your child should not see you with 4, 5 different men in their lifespan. So guess what? If your daughter never sees you doing that, your daughter is probably more than likely not going to do that herself, because her mother never ran men in and out her house to make her feel like that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So raising and giving someone things, skills, and understanding of what a relationship looks like, and what a husband looks like, and what a father looks like, and what a mother looks like, and what a wife looks like. Once you have those things ingrained in you, and then to see how a family gels knitted together as one, that right there can be taught. The I don't need a man shit was also taught. And so when women and men started feeling like they didn't need each other, guess what we did? We started to crumble. We started to fall, because we're the only race that walk around here talking about we don't need one another. White women say they need white men. Asian women say they need Asian men. Hispanic men walk around with their woman, regardless of what race. They are continually building family, love, and hope. Today's women get serious about relationships after they've been used up and need reconstructive surgery to fix them lettuce lips. Let me show you.
Hold on. Yeah, children these days, they become a product of their environment. They become what they see. I have three uncles and two aunts. All are educators, all teachers, all guidance counselors, all in the teaching system, the educational system. All are married. All are successful. All their kids are teachers because they saw them doing it. All their kids is either dating seriously or married because what they saw them do it. They became a product of their environment. They became what they saw.
Tony, we got somebody on the show that can verify this. Kate, what it do?
Yes.
Some don't. Now, as you being a mother that has taken on the responsibility of raising, I think, what, 4 or 5?
5.
5. How many times your children have saw you with a different man running in and out your home?
Living there.
It's my home.
Huh?
If they peek out the window, they might see him on the front porch or something on the street. But I don't welcome people.
But that's just talking. If you out there talking, you talking to a friend.
Yeah. And
So,
I mean, but I
so
don't,
you not so they've not seen you bring another man over them back and forth.
No.
Why not?
Have you seen me? Have I brought men back and forth? Oh.
So you have raised your daughter. Good evening, Miss Veronica. So you've raised your daughter, especially your daughter, that baby, listen, you can do whatever you want, but respect yourself.
Yes. And you know what? I don't think I raised her that you can do whatever you want. I raised her that you have a choice to do whatever you want, but make sure that whatever you do is not a regretful act. You're not hurting yourself or anyone else. She represents me and the family. So when she's doing it, make sure she's doing it and doing her best. I don't say just do what you want. You can't run. You can't
Well,
put
you
on.
know that's what you're saying. That's what I meant, Kate.
Yeah.
Right. And this is why it's like when I said we have blinders, we see it being done around us on the regular. I grew up in rural country Georgia. I'm trying in a small little town, but it ain't small, but it's small compared to how we live now. And I used to see Hispanic legacy. It's okay to be independent and not to depend and too dependent on anybody. Yes. But the thing about it is, hold on. Man, listen, my girls don't move how I move. What did I do wrong? I don't know how you girls move, ma'am. But
You know
the
what? I
thing
want
is,
to that.
go ahead, Kate.
It have to be what you did wrong, because I always for a lot of years I used to post. It wasn't me. It was the influence, because
Yep.
it's not like I for myself. I can speak. I set an example for my children to live by, and I set forth the people in their life to be that type of example as well. However, I have family members who see how we do, and it bothers them that they can't live up to that life or to that way of living. So they start being the influence. So your family will teach your children to do wrong.
And not only that, Juicy and Miss Tina, sometimes you may not be the influence. Sometimes they get misinfluenced. Who they're around the most, their friends.
Yep.
Let's go to school all day. So for roughly 8 hours a day, they're around them.
Yep.
They see you 30 minutes in the morning for breakfast. If you have breakfast, you waking them up, you get them ready for school, dropping them off at the bus stop or at school. 30 minutes, boom. They get out of school 3-4 o'clock, have after school activities, get home about 6-7 o'clock. You get home from work 5 or 6 o'clock. So once again, when they get home at 6 or 7 that afternoon after school, again, they see you 2 or 3 hours and they sleep. So they saw you 2.5 hours today.
Mm-hmm.
They saw their friends 8 hours, and some of those friends who's been raised by misinfluenced and misdirected parents is giving them the wrong direction and the wrong influence. So who's going to have a bigger impact? Those people that's been with them for 8 hours, or you who've been with them 2.5 hours?
Right. And another thing is the purpose of needing, hold on, is who you let your children be around. Correct. But the purpose of needing, Tina said, that's why I feel like I'm behind in life because I was constantly working. You was providing. But that's why I was finna say this is this is why there needs to be a family unit.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't, even if the mother is not with the dad. Or listen, your children should come home. If you're not gonna be there, listen, you need to go to Big Mama house when you get out of school every day. You need to go to Uncle Tony house. You need to go to Auntie Tayama house. These are the people that when your kids leave, they're going back around family that redirect habit. Because when I learned my mama work schedule and cared about.
That's when we start sneaking girls in the window.
How does this turn out to be? When I realized that my mama came home every day about 6:30. But there can always be a big mama. Auntie can be a big mama. Mm-hmm. You can be a big uncle or whatever. But if you have a family unit around that when your children get out of school, that means that when they come in your house, somebody there to say, do you got your homework done? Let me check it. But times have only changed because people have changed. Exactly. Time is still the same.
Exactly.
Time is still, ain't nothing new under the sun. Nothing. People change because they don't want to be looked upon as being in the past.
Or different.
Yes.
I remember growing up as a kid, like the old saying, it takes a village to raise a child. A village truly raised me, and I'm going to tell you an example. I grew up in the projects, West Palm Beach, Dunbar Village, 15th Street, off of Cameron. I lived on the front row. The neighborhood park was probably 10 rows, 10 houses down. So we had to walk past 10 rows of houses to get to the neighborhood park. I remember there was two older women that lived by the park. They would sit on their front porch, they rocking chair, they lemonade or the iced tea, and would watch those kids. They knew all the kids by name. They knew all their mamas, all their daddies.
Grandmama.
And they had a what they call it, a switch, a belt to spank your ass. Yeah. And it was okay. My mama didn't have a problem with Miss Peterkins or Miss Lane tearing our ass out the frame.
Because you getting your ass tore up again if any one of them had to get to you.
If Miss Lane or Miss Peterkins tore our ass out the frame, sent us home, and told us why she sent us home, Mama tore our ass out the frame again when we got home. But that's that village. Nowadays, you got these mothers the mother is 20, the children 3 and 4 and 5. Nobody better not hit my child. But see, that's where you got to find people with the core values, the same influence, know your lifestyle, know what you expect, know what you don't expect, will and won't tolerate, and that you can trust.
Yes.
And your tribe or your village.
Right. If hey y'all, I'm working late today and see you live. Hold on. And see you live not sticking around, just wanted to say, well, we're upset with you because we miss your voice and we need you on here, Miss Sapp. Reverend Pastor Detective Sapp.
Dr. Sapp.
And Doctor.
Actually, I got two topics I need you on two different shows. I'm gonna hit you up soon. I'm gonna probably text you.
But listen though, Tony. And I remember growing up, hold on. If you never had a parent, how you going to be a parent? There are so many, listen, I used to be a drug dealer, telling you. And once you love something more, my church was in the front of Dunbar. True. But once you learn to love something more, Miss Peterson, wow, I told it. Once you learn to love something more than you love yourself, you have to be careful of people's kids. You have to, right. But what I'm saying is, this is why we said you have to find a group that you love, that love you, and that you can trust. We're not just saying with anybody, but I'm sorry. I didn't know a lot of the old people in my neighborhood, but a lot of the old women can whoop your ass in the neighborhood. You can go outside your house right now, tomorrow, and sit on the porch and wait for the kids to come from school. And I guarantee you, kids will still walk past you, cursing and everything, as if you and that person are equal. Because guess what? There's nobody that is okay. Listen, if somebody spanked my daughter because she walking down the street, and that's my heartbeat, and they bring my daughter down to me and say, listen, I popped her bottom. And I'm like, well, why you did that? Her and her friend girls walking down the street cursing. I watched your daughter curse. Am I lying? Yeah, I did. So now guess what? Thank you. I'm gonna deal with it. Now I'm gonna make sure I find out who this woman is and how she goes about doing things. But I'm not mad at that woman right now. I'm not mad then. But that's because people have changed. Times haven't changed. Why do you think they removed church and paddlings out? I mean, not church, but God and paddlings out of school. You know why? It wasn't because they were talking about child abuse in school. If you have correction in a system that is a pipeline already to prison, you have to first remove the discipline from it. And if your child, when I went to school, I knew we can get paddled. So that made the class fear the principal. That made the class fear the teacher. That means that I got a paddling at school, a note going home. Maybe not, but it seemed like it was working, and people were handling this power from the 50s all the way up to the 90s. We had more kids graduating high school that were black. We had less dropout.
More fathers in the home.
More fathers in the home. Everything is structured to be the breakup of the black community. Because guess where these rules and policies changed in public school? Who go to public school? African American. So for the boys, when there's nobody, listen, that's what they call it. But guess what? Capital punishment and corporal punishment, as long as you spank your child right, don't break no bones, and whoop that ass, just ass, you good. I done been through it and win and won.
Hey, Lex, you can whoop they ass and they still gonna put you in handcuffs, but take them handcuffs with a smile. Or get them the fuck out my house immediately.
And won't you win, Tayama?
In the New York second.
Won't they tell you, man, we're dropping these charges?
Yep, but they first be like, would you take community service? I'm already doing community service. What the fuck you mean?
I'm taking his bad ass. That's
Watch
community
this.
service.
Watch this, Tony. Tell me where the kids at. Where them kids still be at?
Around here somewhere. They here. I'm
They,
trying to get rid of the one that's saying mommy.
they did what to the slaves? Go ahead, Kate. Kate, what you said, Kate?
Nah, I was just saying, that
Oh,
was signing, because you know what, it,
Miss
the law is funny how it has even our children thinking that they can do these things and get away with it and so forth, because they, the law is here to protect them. But then if your child break the law, the first person they calling is you.
mm.
So,
But
And
see,
then
that's
guess
why
what the law
soon
do,
as
Kate?
soon as your child decide that they want to cut their ass in front of them folks, you
Mm.
gotta show how crazy you willing to cut
Yep,
with them. They'll
yep.
never do it again.
Never do it again.
I remember
I told y'all the story. I told y'all the story about a month ago. Little boy, he tall, he look older, but he ain't but like 17 in the store with his mama. So his mama get ready. The police is standing behind us. Police, the dude gonna tell the dude behind the counter, let me get 2 looses. Those 2 single cigarettes. He think his mama don't moved out and went down out the door. Man, that lady turned around and slapped that boy so hard, bam, right in front of the police. The boy, the boy did this and turned around and looked at the police. The police said, "What you want me to do? What that's your mama? What you want me to do?" Y'all scary as parents. Y'all black asses are scary. And this is why your children run you. Because you scared to show them you the parent. See, you can't tell me you willing to die for yours. Hold on. You can't tell me you willing to die for yours, but you ain't willing to go to jail to show them that you don't give a fuck and you gonna do what the fuck I say.
They want to be their friends.
fine, quick. I'm for vacation. Free food. Listen, won't you take me?
Y'all never mind these 2 women that's on this podcast, cause they will go. These 2 will go. And wanna fight at the school. Well, I don't know, but I know one definitely has fought at the school. I'm pretty sure the other one will too. See, that's the thing. Well, then you have an answer to your question that you asked earlier. See, cause where mine show out at, that's where I show out at.
Thank you.
Listen, when I say we going in the store,
You're not supposed to wait for later, because later then
no.
they get confused. I think it's in the Bible too, where it say discipline on sight.
Right
Like,
now.
right there. If you wait, then you have let that pass. You've
That's
already
right.
forgiven, and you can't come back to that. You have
Nope.
to do it right then while it's fresh. Nip it in the butt, take care of it, so it don't happen again. I remember Nas told the police one time. He said, "My mama beat me with a shoe," and the police looked at him and he said, "You must have really needed that one."
Yes. Yes. Because listen, if most of the police, especially like in black communities, when DCF come to your house and the police come with them, police say, "Well, how did he get a whipping?" "Oh, I whooped him on his butt." I have had DCF tell the DCF tell the police to take me to jail. I have had the police tell her, "You must have been to call the sheriff because I got a spanking. My daddy tore my butt up." And what he did is disciplining his child. He has the right to do that by law. But where the power problem is, you have individuals who don't understand race. Because you can't tell me that someone who don't understand getting a spanking when all your life you got talked to and you think that this is how you do it. See, most black people before they do any type of spanking or discipline physical, they already gave you warnings before you got to that point.
Before he sends instructions, he sends a warning.
When we go in this store, don't you touch a goddamn thing, don't you ask for a goddamn thing, and don't you want a goddamn thing. That is your 3 warnings. So when you get in this store and you touch something, just 1. When you get in this store and want something, that's 2. And when you ask for something, you struck out. I got to have your ass. Because I already gave you your 3. I told you before we got in here. Stop being afraid of your children. Stop being afraid of these people. Because let me tell you what these people going to do. When you don't have control and your child go out there and tell somebody shit, they're going to take that child to jail, juvie, and all of that, create a record on them. And guess what they finna do to you? They're going to make you pay for the damage that child done to somebody else's property. So when you got the opportunity now to instill discipline, right discernment, and judgment, this has to be taught. The same way as you teaching a young girl at 12 about Megan needs, about I don't cook, I don't clean. If you think disciplining them is wrong, you should be thinking about how you letting them listen to the music that is rotting their brains, that don't edify shit to them other than being able to take dick.
Oh my. Did he say that? Oh wow. Well, listen, we're gonna move right along.
I want
I want to show this video right here. This video is 2 minutes long. Is mother teaches their 5-year-old child a new skill to make money. But all money ain't good money. Oh, I got a comment here. This comment said, "Thank God my kid's not in jail." Amen.
Did you discipline?
Check this out.
Now to a breaking news update. A Memphis mother has been arrested and charged after posting several photos online of her daughter waxing adults. Jasmine Moss is now facing a misdemeanor charge for child abuse and neglect. WREG's Jarita Patterson has more on a story that has garnered national attention.
It was a social media post last week igniting an online firestorm. A Memphis mother releasing photos showing her 5-year-old daughter helping to wax dozens of clients. In one of the pictures, which we are not showing, there is a little girl detectives describe as applying hot wax to the private area of an adult. Now it is the photo of the mother seen here in her mugshot making its rounds. Investigators say what happened at this Glenbrook Street home, which doubles as a place of business, is why Jasmine Moss is charged with child abuse and neglect.
That's not what we do here in Westwood.
With there being a child involved, many shied away from our camera, but there's no avoiding what detectives say happened that landed Moss in lockup on the eve of her birthday. There are reminders this is a home where children live, a kid's scooter, stickers decorating the front windows, and there's this sign, letting those passing by know children are cared for.
No, we can't have 5-year-old kids doing stuff like that.
Although many neighbors were hesitant about speaking publicly, many of you were not. We have learned dozens of complaints were made concerning the woman who operates her business out of her home, but she is now calling Jail East home after she was arrested and charged. While we were at Moss's home, a woman wearing what appears to be a city or county badge stopped by before continuing on to another nearby house. Property records show it's owned by those with the same last name, Moss. For now, this Memphis mother remains in lockup following a post that ruffled feathers. In Southwest Memphis, Jarita Patterson, WREG. News Channel 3.
All right, a story that's turning heads. And Jasmine Moss is scheduled to face a judge tomorrow morning. In the meantime, a joint investigation has been launched by Memphis Police and the Department of Children's Services.
I'm
Let's talk about it.
I'm definitely okay with the mama being locked up, but the mama should be held without bond until she gives the names of the clients that the child was performing those duties on. And the thing is, this woman is charged with misdemeanor. Those are sexual acts. Those are sexual acts when it's performed by an adult. Those are sexual acts when it's child porn, not really child pornography, but it's exposing the child to nudity. You go to jail for revealing yourself in public. You mean to tell me how old the little girl was? 5?
5 years old.
Now
She's teaching her how to make money.
she's applying.
That's what I was thinking.
She's applying wax to a woman's genital area.
Or men.
Trust me, if it was a man, his ass had been locked up. That man's face would already be on the news if it was a man. He would have a felony charge of exposing himself to a 5-year-old child. He wouldn't even be able to see his own children. But where are the people that the acts that were performed on? This is another R. Kelly case. How are we bypassing the people that got this shit done to? Yes,
my thing is when they came to the house to get their waxing, and the mother said, "Okay, go lay down on the table. Gigi, go in there and wax them." And then they saw this child coming there. What gave them the audacity to say, "Oh, it's okay. Go ahead and let this child do me"? I would have been like, "Who? Why is she coming in here?
I'm naked.
You know, only thing I got on is a towel. Oh, she gonna wax you? Oh no, she ain't." What grown person in their right mind that laid on that table and said, "Okay, let her come on in. Go ahead and do it."
Boss bitches.
Yes. Because that's what both of y'all are. The mama and the
Somebody ratted on her. Wonder what happened because she had to have been doing that.
Yeah, somebody ratted on her because she was making money. So she had some haters.
Mm-hmm.
Not only she was making money, but what she was doing was wrong, and they saw it morally wrong. So they told.
Somebody needed to rat on her. Somebody needed to rat on her. You was having your child exposed to grown people's genital areas. Listen. Yeah, listen. People, when I just had my boys in the house, right? And it was just me, they mama, and boys, and all my boys. I didn't have a problem with my boys. Their mama done seen them with. When my daughter was born, hey, put a shirt on. Put a shirt on. You got tank tops, you got white beaters, you got t-shirts, put a shirt on. I didn't understand till later. I remember my father that raised me. I remember him when him and my mama got together. I was already like 12 or 13. And on Saturdays, it was just always me, my mama, and my 2 brothers. So on Saturdays, me and my brothers would come in the living room in our drawers and watching cartoon, laying on the mat, watching cartoon all day in the drawers till it's time to go outside and play. But when a man came into our presence, somebody that wanted us to be young men, I remember him sitting us down and say, hey, you do understand it's a lady in the house, right? Yes, sir. Well, we don't walk around in our drawers because there's a lady in the house. We say, do y'all understand? We said, yeah. He said, so from now on, we're going to put on shorts and a shirt when we come out of our house. I was just saying, I wonder how long she been doing that. So he said, now the next time I catch so the next time I catch you and I pop your butt, understand you broke the rule. Yes, sir. That next Saturday came, guess where we was at?
In shorts.
No, in front of the TV in the house again. I seen him walk past. I ain't even thinking about last week when we talked about this. He walked out into the kitchen, came back like nothing was wrong, went in the room. A few minutes later, it was hot back there again. Didn't know what was going on because I'm so into goddamn Captain Caveman. In the back of my mind, I'm wondering why I'm getting a whipping. And after he got all three of us, he gave us about 4 licks apiece. He sat us down again. He said, y'all wondering why y'all got a whipping? Yeah. Remember we talked about not being in your drawers because there's a woman in the house? Yeah. So why y'all out here in your drawers? And at that moment, I'm hurt because I got a whipping. But when I went back there in that room, I thought about it. He did tell us. He told us.
How many more times y'all did it?
Never again.
Exactly.
Never again. So, maybe it's the chips. It's bad. That's a good one. But I don't think her mama should be able to have bond right now. Shouldn't be able to make bond. You at least need to be in there 60 days to think about what you got going on.
60?
I'm talking about 60 before they give her a bond. Because I ain't talking about 60 days and that's it. No. You still need to go somewhere. You need to go get you a mental evaluation also because something told you that was okay. So if you allow your child to do that, you allow a man to mess with your baby.
Allow your 5-year-old child to play with women's pussies.
This I think is
just nasty.
And some of them vaginas stink.
And I know this 5-year-old girl was talking about it in school.
That's probably where the exposure came from. That was a good one there, Tony.
Where's that white bag?
I mean, I touched that lady thing like mine's at the school.
The white bag? I
ain't got no hair on mine, but she got a lot of hair on hers. But I snatched it off.
What you talking about, Tashima? When I'm at my mama's house, the ladies coming in, they naked and they open their legs and I take the hair off.
Okay, I put this hot stuff on there. I think that my mom called it wax, and I snatch it off.
Well, how you do it? Where do you do it at? Where do you do it at? Where do you do it at, Tashima? At my mama's house every day when I get out of school. Okay, that lady go right up there. This baby over here snatching off gnat bread, dried up doodle crumbs on the back, and you getting this baby $5 and smell this stank ass vagina cat group rocks.
Yes.
And she thinks she got a lot of money over there looking at beat up vegetarian pussy. You can beat a child, they still going to do whatever. We could not sit on. Right, you can't sit on no man's leg. I wish a nigga would come sit on my leg. My boys ain't ever. Hey, nice. Sit over here to the side. Sit to the side, baby. And nobody got no business sitting on nobody's leg. It's enough room. If it ain't enough room, the floor can hold you.
I don't want to sit on the floor.
If it ain't enough room and he down, that nigga better get up.
Did they say it was down below waxing? Yes.
Vaginal waxing.
I don't give a damn if she was waxing half a man's chest. taking hair out of a woman's nipple. I don't give a shit. A 5-year-old ain't got no business being nowhere near anybody's sensitive area. If she's taking taco meat off a man's chest, then he needs to go to jail, and the mammy need to go to jail too. Ain't no excuse.
Period.
Come on, was it down below? You ain't got no business taking half off of a nigga navel line.
Arm.
At 5 years old, you don't have no right. You don't need to be cutting up. You supposed to only be using
5 years old, she's supposed to be doing finger painting and playing with her Crayolas.
And over there on that damn leapfrog.
Okay.
This girl done leaped from the frog to the taco meat.
Not the taco meat.
Listen, I'm telling you, the moment they do it in China.
Tina said it was just asking, thinking underarm, under the pits waxing too. And
Let me tell you, in that mom's mind, I think she thought she was teaching her daughter a trade.
A skill.
Yeah, like
my baby gonna be a boss bitch. She already 5 making coins.
I told you that. Well, that's who did that. That's who did that. It wasn't no mother. It wasn't no lady. It was a boss bitch. That's the
let me tell
mentality.
you, what if the little girl say, "Mommy, I want to learn"?
What I'm gonna show you how to learn. I'm gonna take some of this weave hair and put it on this baby doll, and I'll let you practice. And I'll
But
let
let
you
me tell
practice
you,
there.
with society will cloud your judgment if you're not careful. Because you have hairdressers that got their kids in the salon, they showing that they daughters doing people hair. So consciously, I don't think she really thought about it, because who finna record theyself to put it online, get
Yeah,
themselves in trouble?
that's crazy.
No, I'm with you, T. I think she was thinking she was teaching her daughter like how everybody else is, and not even looking at the context of what she was doing. And the concept of how it, not just how it can be, but how it's not appropriate. Because Asians have their children in the nail salon watching eyebrows get waxed, all of this different stuff. And so to them, they are teaching their children a trade. They're the next in line to run the business. The difference is ain't nobody, they not recording. And I think that's where her problem is too. She not only wanted to teach the child, she wanted fame.
Correct, Kamal.
Because there are a lot of people I know who teach their children what they do. I know a lot of women who do womb wellness. Their daughters are there, they're watching, paying attention. They see, they know. But at the same time, they're not discriminating themselves.
But what expound on the human trafficking thing? I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I'm talking about with this right here. People are let me just use this as an example, right? If I took my 5-year-old son, come on, say a 5-year-old has no business knowing that waxing the private area even exists. True. So that's why I'm gonna say if I took my son or my boys at five now, and showed them a woman's, I guarantee she don't know her.
I guarantee she don't know her what?
Alphabet. But
You know
I
what,
mean,
now that be some real shit.
we have to listen. We have to do better. And again, Look who got exposed doing this. Oh,
Who now that's the part I didn't see. Who was it?
A black woman.
Uh-huh.
us.
That's the part I meant. For we looking for people to co-sign and say, oh, look what you doing. Oh, she teaching children how to get a bag. No, she teaching her children how to get bagged.
See,
Hold on. So hold on, Juicy. What you saying?
I said she's not teaching her child how to get a teaching her daughter how to get back.
Right. All I know is we have to we are the ones that get exposed. Yes, there are probably some very nasty things that other nationalities are teaching their children. But like Cake said, they're not being exposed or they're not incriminating themselves by recording themselves. And here we are.
Right.
Look at me. Look at me. Record me. And the same motherfucker that records you downloads it to their phone and send it to get you locked up when they fall out with you.
Mm-hmm.
Get your bag. You were doing well enough by yourself getting the bag. Your 5-year-old daughter did not make a difference in your preparation and waxing of your business.
I'm willing to bet you. Only reason why that lady got exposed, one of her friends or family members asked her for some coins. She said no. And they was like, bitch, I got you. I got you.
Let's go back to that last comment, Tony. Well, you already know that they have an agenda. That right there, sweetie, ain't got nothing to do about an agenda. That was her violating her child. Nobody did that but her. That ain't an agenda.
I promise you, Miss Tina, if she was teaching her child her ABCs, her arithmetic, how to play jacks, tic-tac-toe, or algebra, and somebody videotaped that and showed that to the police, she wouldn't be in jail. So what agenda?
that wasn't an agenda.
Let me tell you, they would still have something to say because it was said to me with Tyson. Oh, let him be a kid. You remember that legacy?
Get what you told him. Fuck him.
And now this legit is in the he's in classes with 4-year-olds and he's 2. They had to put him over with pre-K because Tyson was like a duh.
Because
they a baby.
Why do we? You could have been in the kitchen recording yourself teaching your 5-year-old how to cook. You can Tony send her the link so she can come live. So she ain't got to text and we can talk about it live.
I don't know. I don't feel that the mom should be put in jail because in her mind, I really don't think she meant no harm, no foul.
So she needs to be in the crazy house and need psychological counseling.
No, let me tell you, when you think you're doing what's best and okay, I'm trying to teach my daughter the hustle, how to hustle for yourself. She wasn't thinking, now if they put on here this baby was waxing grown ass men
you see how she did it. They did it. What did I just say 10 minutes
you get
ago,
what
Tony?
I'm saying? I really think
if it was a man, it would be horrible. But because she's waxing a vagina, it's okay.
She needs
Okay. Y'all listen, I gotta play devil's advocate. Have y'all seen the new way they try to teach little girls to prevent them from being violated by predators? They literally have a full makeshift of a vagina. They're teaching these little girls, this is your vagina. This is da da da. They're seeing a real vagina. So in my mind, I'm gonna back up my sister. I believe social media made her have like a judgment and think that, okay, she's a girl, she's a girl. I'm teaching her something and I'm standing there. There's nothing inappropriate going on.
Thelma,
There's
let
nothing
me ask you
about
a question on that,
sexual.
sis. Let me ask you a
So
question on
I
that.
don't believe she
Listen,
really thought
Thelma, let me ask
that
you a
through.
question. There are video games that are called war games, right?
Mhm.
That you can actually play online, and it's almost like you're participating in like real war. So
Okay.
if a person decided after they done been playing these war games online, social media, things like that for years, that it has warped their mind, and they go buy an AR-15,
And it has
and
been
their mind
done.
is telling them that they are in war, and they go out and start shooting people. Are we going to say then he or she, black or white, don't deserve to go to prison because they have a mental defect because they've been playing video games?
Legacy. She
You
didn't
do
say
know that.
she felt that way. She was saying she feel that maybe that's the way the mother was thinking.
Right, I'm asking, but Tayama say she don't think the lady need to go to jail.
I think that she needs to be like, I don't know.
But I'm
Like
asking, should the
Hold on,
boy?
you could address something without like, y'all do know they took the lady kids because
right,
child neglect, child endangerment. So she gotta prove herself as a mother.
right.
Other than that incident, was these kids, they ain't have no food. They ain't have they like I think they went to the fifth power.
That's a fifth power move.
I don't.
Your
I don't
daughter is
know.
big. Yo,
I don't
this ain't
know.
a 13-year-old who done probably had her cycle. Who know what vagina is? We're talking about a baby.
That's what make it even more to what this baby is not even thinking on them levels. If she
But
never
the
was
mama should have been
violated,
thinking on the level.
I don't know.
But no, before we move on, I want you to answer the
But it's
question though,
it's
sis.
it's so it's okay for us to
Tay,
teach these
I
kids
want you to
about
answer the
vaginas.
question. I
You
want
looking at a
Judith,
vagina,
Tony, and
but you can't
Tayama
work
to
on
answer the question. If let's say it's a 14-year-old son, felt I was hearing feedback. Listen, if the 14-year-old boy who been playing video games for 12 hours, 14 hours, have a psychotic episode and takes his mom and dad gun out of the closet and go shoot up people, and they can go back and show that for the last 12 hours, this child has been playing Gears of War. Do that child need to go to prison, or do that child need to get a spank on the hand and go back home while we bury our family?
Yeah,
What
because
do you?
yes, because that child has brought bodily harm to another. That
But
child did not cipher between this is a video game and reality. This
huh?
mother, only person that's getting hurt is the motherfucker laying down getting the hair ripped off. like,
And
like,
that's why before we started, it's the very first thing I said is Tony, why aren't the other adults? Because you said, how do an adult walk into a room and get a service from a 5-year-old? That's like a man walking in the room, taking his penis out, and she holding it in her hand and talking about she finna shave the hair off his goddamn ball.
okay, if it's a man, like I said again,
It can't be a double standard.
even when you get
Hold
arrested,
on,
even
hold
when you
on,
get arrested, yeah.
hold on. Welcome to the show, Miss Tina.
Say something we can
What's
see if
your
we can hear
comments and
you.
what's your views?
Hey y'all. Hey everybody.
Hey
Yes,
Tina.
Hey Granny. Hey Tonty. Hey.
yes,
Hey.
yes, we can hear you.
Well, I just want to say while she's getting together, I'm so thankful that you joined because this is one of my favorite people right here. And Kamal
Hold-
said the mom definitely needs some parenting classes and she needs a business and life mentor. She obviously believes in working, but doesn't have a grip or good parenting or child labor laws, a grip on good parenting and child labor laws. Chantel says some things our littles should not be exposed to. We are too focused on being social media famous. We want to be the first and the best to do it. That's look, you said it so well.
I keep hearing the feedback.
Do you have more than one device on? Like uh, other than what you're watching us on, do you have another device on?
That's watching this show.
Let me tell you, think about it. When we were younger, half of the stuff that kids do nowadays, we weren't even brave enough to mention in front of our family. Literally, with the way society is set up, it has literally like
Warp the mind of the adults.
the adults, the kids, all of them.
Well,
You'll
why your
have some
mind ain't warped?
you because I don't live in that world to where that world would consume me.
Okay. So again, the responsibility falls back on the mammy
But
that thought
listen,
that it was okay for her to have her 5-year-old child.
Legacy, act like you
Ma'am.
don't see your friend kids. One of them talk to their mama and they'll say some shit that you like, and they ain't kill that nigga yet.
But tell me, I
You
haven't.
couldn't even you couldn't even suck your teeth when we were little.
I couldn't.
You,
I don't.
your mama thought you was talking under your breath, bitch. She knocked you off your legs.
Yes.
Like everybody, like and people like for real, people literally walk around with the like you don't see that people are zombified. That's what I call it.
But
Cause
and you don't get no argument with me with
it
that,
no
Tay. You,
what the
I don't.
hell?
I'm not arguing. I agree with you. People are zombies. You can watch them as you walking in the grocery store, as you driving in the grocery store parking lot, with people pulling their phones out and walking, looking at the phone while somebody about to hit them, and they locked into the phone. Totally
We in
agree
our
with you on that.
40s. We in our
But what
40s.
the
Think
mama in
about
her
it.
40s.
Huh?
That lady was in her 40s.
Listen, I'm saying something. Not her being in her 40s. I say we are in our 40s. When I was in my 20s, only thing I had to reprimand daily was kids. On a regular basis, it's like I gotta check an adult every 3.2 seconds. I'm like, what the fuck? It don't even make no sense to go outside because dealing with adults is like dealing with kids. And they be full grown. That's why I say I really don't think this lady, like, even when they arrest her, she probably was still like, what are you arresting me for? Nothing inappropriate was
But
going
guess
on.
what they guess but guess what
Like,
happened? Guess what
listen,
happened
that's
when
why
they
I'm
come?
like,
Guess what happened when you go to jail and you don't know something? Guess what they tell you?
them people gonna
Ignorance
laugh at
of
her
the
ass.
law is no excuse.
Right.
I want to go on record and letting you know when she told them people what she was arrested for, bitch, everybody in they met me in that prison cell was laughing. That's like you tell a bitch I stole out of the dollar store.
Yeah. But I agree with Kamal. She definitely she definitely needs some parenting skills. And I'm not gonna even say that maybe outside of that misjudge of character that she just did. No, I'm not even saying misjudge her lack of judgment of what she was doing. Outside of that, she may be a great woman because I like y'all say she was trying to instill, but you could have tried to instill a different thing in your 5-year-old: knitting, cooking, mowing the
Doing hair.
yard,
Doing
doing
hair.
hair, lifting a refrigerator up, cleaning the microwave out, washing dishes. All these are tangible skills in life. So I don't know how you thought a 5-year-old looking at a wolf pussy was teaching her a tangible skill. She got to take hot wax and put it all over this whole wolf pussy to then snatch it off. That 5-year-old is terrified. She has no reason looking at wolf pussy at 5.
It was Brazilian.
No, she was trying to get a Brazilian. Right now, it's wolf pussy. Jingle jungle.
Listen, ladies.
You know how y'all get when y'all talking about y'all in a sabbatical and y'all ain't no man probing in there. Y'all let that thing get nappy and y'all let it grow, and it is just as much hair on that pussy as it is cotton in your draw.
Miss Tina, feel free to jump in. Feel free to jump in anytime.
There's nothing to say. He's like taking words right out of her mouth.
You really know a lot, Legacy. You really know a lot.
Never.
Chantel, you got a wolf pussy?
So,
ma'am, how are you doing? Because I want to hear from you, and that's why I wanted them to send you the link. Go ahead, let me hear from you today.
What I'm hearing is I turned off all devices. I'm doing all this. It's my first time doing this, Anthony. So I'm hearing stuff, and I'm not quite comfortable with my audio.
But you sound good.
Yeah, we hear you fine.
Well, what I'm hearing, I keep hearing everybody keep repeating everything. So
when you hold on, when you talk, we're gonna mute so you can talk, and then let's see if you still hear the same thing.
Because this long conversation that y'all having right now is because I brought up the fact that I don't have all the information.
Hold on. Everybody mute real quick, and then you talk, and then see if you still hear it. Everybody mute.
Y'all don't have to do this much for me. Little old me. I was just saying, y'all don't have all the information. I would love to talk to the mother myself, so I could ask her, what made you do that? Now, y'all know we talked about the agenda earlier. What I brought up about the agenda is that you said, Legacy, that look at who it is. It's black people who they putting on blast. And y'all are participating in it by judging her without having all the facts, without knowing. So you adding to the agenda.
Now, I will say this. She went to jail because, hold on, Kamal say she could show the 5-year-old how to sweep, clean up, and sanitize the room for the next customer. The more I think about it, that woman was probably in a bad way and really need help. Good thought, Kamal. I want to say this, ma'am. She gone. I will say this. Regardless of the hidden agenda that people have for our race, the regardless, Manish King, what it is, sup, y'all. Listen, cuz regardless of what the hidden agenda is, that wasn't a hidden agenda. If she allowed somebody to videotape her and expose what she was doing, that's her fault. And truthfully, it needed to be exposed because no 5-year-old has any business learning how to Brazilian wax wolf bait pussy. Nobody. Manice, I gotta ask you a question. If your ex-wife had Queen in there waxing grown women wolf pussies, how would you handle that? See, because nobody made fictitious lies about that's what she was doing. There was a video that exposed that that's what she was doing. This is what you was doing. So nobody lied on you. Nobody made nothing up about you. They didn't come in there and arrest you on frivolous charges. They got the video. All I need is a video of you got a 5-year-old putting wax on wolf pussy. That's all I need to know. Take you to jail, Hope. That's where you need to go. And let somebody take your wolf pussy while you're in there. Because it needs to be a wolf pussy when you get out. Because is you in jail and you don't need to get out for at least 2 years. Because I guarantee you, no, she wouldn't be saying that right there. She wouldn't be saying that right there if they showed the little girl and the mama or daddy allowing his daughter to hold a man's penis and wax hair off his balls. This conversation would be different. You would say that the daddy needs to go to jail for allowing his daughter to do that.
True.
Listen, Tony, Auntie Tay, I'm gonna ask you to listen. When they kiss on television, when I'm around my daughter, guess what she do? Guess what I do? Either fast forward it if I can, or turn around and look to make sure she ain't peeking. We need to let our children be children and grow into their bodies and grow into their hormones in order to get to this point. There's nothing wrong with. Then go look it up. It's there. It's out there. Go look it up. But will that change your point of view if you saw it that she got her daughter in there? Nobody making up nothing about this woman having her daughter hold pussy.
Miss Tina, she was on Facebook with the child actually doing it, showing the 5-year-old waxing the pussy. I just found a video that was on Facebook, which was the news media, but the actual one that she showed was on Facebook. Like, look at my baby, da 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 da. My baby making a bag, da da da, getting that bag, bragging about it, blah blah blah. So she was actually on Facebook, social media, teaching her daughter how to wax pussies.
Miss Chantel, let me ask you a question. You have daughters. Why aren't you allowing if that was your skill, if you had that skill, what age would you appropriately teach your daughter how to do this? And would you allow your daughter to watch you do it at 5, at 6, at 7?
If that's your career, my daughter wouldn't even know I do that.
I just want women. That's correct, but I because people see it's a double standard with this, because I'm telling you, the daddy would have had a felony charge, and if the daughter was doing men, they would have wanted to know every man that got a wax. They'd have took that phone, went through that phone, who set an appointment, who said they was on their way, and they'd have tracked them down and charged their ass with a sexual charge. You playing with a little girl.
Sorry.
Well, Juicy used to didn't watch nothing on social media and no TV and all of that too, and now she does. You gonna have to ask her for the link that got her started on how to learn how to do that.
It was called the ATL show.
Because she's definitely all caught up now.
Listen, we got to move on. Enough about that. Listen, I got this one video I want to show you real quick. It's only 40 seconds. But there's a little boy, I guess, getting baptized in church for the first time. Check this out.
Joshua James. Yeah. I want you to know I named this boy. Because you accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, I now baptize you in the name of the Father and of His Son, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. Let's try that again. That head didn't go all the way down. One more time. Okay, you don't want to do it. He said that was.
You're not doing too much.
Look, man, so y'all doing too much.
You see how when you don't take the devil all the way under, he still come back out and talk to you crazy.
He said, y'all ain't get it right the first time. That was your only chance. I'm sorry. Y'all doing too much. That's enough.
Right now.
Okay.
Well, listen. We gonna get ready to hold on. I would not want my child to be exposed to any adult's body part, especially at such a young age. Listen, when Naya become an adult, I don't want her to be exposed to nobody's body part but her own.
Okay.
Nobody at an adult age. But that's just the daddy in me. You know what I'm saying? That's just the daddy in me. I know better, but
That's just the
just
cray cray in you. Just the cray cray. Own it. Own it.
Now guess what? So by the time Tyson get to be about 20 something, I should start to really like slow it down a lot.
I'm fighting every chick that he think he want to get with. I don't know what you talking about. 65. That's when my baby could get a girlfriend. That's it.
Listen. I'm telling you. Listen, y'all. I want to let y'all know also, I was down for about a week when we was off. I had been sick. I got sick from my daughter and everything. And Tony and hold on. I can't wait to revisit this with you, sir, so I can explain my point. Listen, ma'am, you can't explain 5 and wolf pussy.
Say, okay, let's move on.
Anytime you want to finish,
hey niece.
Anytime you want to finish this conversation, my number is finna pop up at the bottom of that screen when we get ready to go. You can call any one of them numbers when I call it out, and I'll make sure that you get a full understanding. But listen, I appreciate everybody that came on tonight. Kamal, Miss Tina, Tony's niece that just came in, my cousin Chris that came in, Miss Eccles in the very beginning. Definitely. She wants to. She wants to.
You don't know how to let it go.
She just said she want to finish conversation later.
I said he don't know how to let it go. I said she. I said he don't know how to let it go and move on.
She just said she wants to finish
the.
That's why my number she can call after the show. Well, tomorrow when I get out work, because I want her to understand. Oh God, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But anyway, we just want to thank everybody for coming out, giving us y'all time, because we're nothing without you guys. We really not just, we do this for you guys, and we appreciate everything y'all do. We're gonna go ahead and bring out. Oh, definitely, Ms. Johnson, we definitely appreciate all those remarks that you always got to say, but they definitely be edifying. But we're gonna go ahead and bring out the juiciest cakes in the business. the one that put Betty Crocker, all of those folks out of business. Kate, let them know.
Whew, you can find me here every Tuesday. Here we go. And Friday on the ATL. You can check me out on Facebook, Nicole Purse, or Enliven Your Way to Wellness. Instagram, Miss Beautiful, and TikTok, Miss Juicy Cakes. And if you have any questions, need consultation, enliventonyou.com.
All right. You know we appreciate and love you. Couldn't do it without you. We're going to go ahead and bring out the boss lady, Miss Weakness, Tyson's
You
mom.
can find me on the ATL show. You also can go to my Facebook, my Instagram. It's at the bottom of the screen for you people that can read. You got it. That's it. Hey, y'all. Bye, y'all.
We gonna also bring out the man that makes it possible for us to be out here in these ATL world, these ATL street. That gave us this platform to be able to talk and communicate with all the ATL fans and friends and family. Appreciate you. AB, let them know.
Yes. You can reach me on all social medias under Anthony Brown or The Anthony Brown Show. Please follow my Facebook page as Anthony the Writer. If you have any show ideas, comments, concerns, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, any suggestions, anything you want us to do, talk about, any topics, any ideas, you could text me, you could call me at 561-768-3017, or you can email me at theanthonybrownshow@gmail.com. And words that I live by wholeheartedly, and so should you, and that's you got to grind until you shine.
All right, y'all. Please grind and shine. Y'all know who I am. I'm Legacy the Great. Appreciate you guys for participating again. You can reach me on Tuesdays and Fridays, 9ish, as Cake say. Or you can hit me up on Facebook up under Dream Williams. You can hit me on YouTube at Legacy the Great. My email is legacyunlocked@mail.com. And for business purposes, you need any help with motions or getting into your vehicle, I can get you into your vehicle. I can pop the lock and get you on in. You can reach me at 229-630-7615, or you can reach me at 561-907-9129. We appreciate you guys. And as Cake say, let them know. Where's she at?
ATL, ho.
You know it.
I'm gonna leave y'all with this inspirational note. As I said last week on the last show, this is the season just to show up. So we're gonna have a replay.
There are 3 types of doors that you have to encounter. The first door is a manual door. It is a door that that requires effort from you. You put your hand on the knob, you either pull or you push. That's the door that requires effort. And many of us are frustrated, irritated, and aggravated because it feels like every door we've been trying to open for ourselves has been taking all of the effort from us. But God says there's a second door that is a revolving door. Now this door is crazy because it requires no effort, but it does require timing. Because the revolving door does the work for you. But if you miss timing, you end up going in circles. I don't know who I'm preaching to, but the last 6 months of your life, you've been going through some unnecessary circles. And God is saying, I've already made a way. You got to make sure you get in mine. The third door is an automatic door. Jesus. The third door does not require effort, and it does not require timing. All you got to do is show up. Can I preach and declare the reason anxiety, depression, and frustration has been on you so heavy? Because the devil knows in this season, all you got to do is show up.
And on that note, good night, everybody.